Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are working on stories 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And so I have done a little bit of pre-planning only because that's the only way to get this done. So my photos are all printed, my list of keeping things straight. The other photos are here. Okay, so if you've been with me, you have seen, hopefully, already. The first video was stories 1 and 2. Then the next video was 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and so we're working on the back side of this paper. And so we're telling the story about going to see Santa. So I did print it and cut it down. I believe it's perfect. It should be perfect. So that's on that side. And the whole day with Santa for us was a lot of pictures because we went like a little shopping. We did a little walking around. There were also these like elfie people like on stilts. So the photo was really cute. So I just have a bunch to put on. And I had one of her talking to Santa, you know, we went a little shopping. So with all that I had, it wasn't going to, like I was already trying to create flips and stuff. So I decided to break out one of these page protectors that had an extra flap already. And so I just cut extra holes, punched extra holes. And so we're going to put them in. And with the thing with these two, because they're from scrapbook.com, they're side loading instead of top loading, which is kind of cool. So that's how that's going to look. You know, and I thought too that I wanted to make one of these a glitter pocket, like a shaker thing inside. So that's what we're working on here is Santa for story 7. Story 8 is just going to be a simple one about her Grinch day at school. So we're using the back side of that 4. Then, so 7, 8, 9 is this side where I want to make this a flip up. And I have my photos all about decorating her gingerbread house. So I have everything printed. So we're going to make a flap here. And then 10, I moved these over, is the back side of this. So then I have her cookies and it's all about cookie baking. And I have like auditioned out this little piece. So I made a photo collage to add more photos clearly. Right, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 pages. And I do have my 11th page already going on back here, but we'll save that for another video of 4 pages or so. Okay, so that is the game plan. Trying to keep it simple, trying to move the truck along. And I am, what day is today? I don't even know what today is. Not that I'm behind. I mean, I am behind, but not really behind because at least I'm keeping track of my stories. But this month already has just been, I don't even know how to describe it, like more stress, more stuff than I could have ever imagined. And even with trying to do the holiday things, I'm trying to stay positive and see the light. But with this story for story 11, it's literally like bah humbug. Kind of, I want to like journal about it. So I believe for bah humbug, I am going to stamp it out, but I think I'm going to do like the slice in the photo and then have my journaling be on a tag that'll sit behind it so that it's hidden, because nothing is going well right now. But like I said, in order to stay in the merriment of the season, and we are still doing things, just trying to stay positive. Just trying to stay positive is all I can do today. That's all I have control over. And I think this will be there too. Yeah, see, I was already auditioning things. So we got some things going. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with the visit to Santa. So for the page protector, the first thing I wanted to do was create that shaker pocket. And I'm using the rest of the sequences from a pack I had from Bella Rose. And I think it was called, you know what, I don't know what it was called, but it was Grinch themed. But do know that I probably had this one already in my stash for maybe a year or two, so I doubt it's available. Maybe she has something similar. I will leave Bella Rose. She's an Etsy shop that has a sequence mixes to purchase. So I go ahead and I'm probably sewing this off camera. Sewing is the best way if you have page protectors, in my opinion, just because any other adhesive can usually show through. So it's either this or maybe staples, but staples, they kind of leak through if they're tiny. Sewing is what I found to be the best way to it. So the day of Santa, we actually, this day was like a twofer because this was also the day of the Home Depot workshop in the morning. So that's the story I did as story 6. So right before this, if you watched the previous video, we did the Home Depot workshop in the morning. So we went like at 9 a.m. And then we went home and, and had breakfast and we had lunch. And then we didn't hurry to go out to the mall. And so in that time too, I had her make her Christmas list. And and then we went to the mall to go see Santa. We didn't make an appointment. We just showed up, and luckily there was only like 2 or 3 people in front of us, so we didn't wait long to talk with Santa. But her Christmas list this year, I'm at the age, she's 8, where there was no Barbie doll, there were no baby dolls, there were no toys on her list. The girl tells me, she's in her skincare and makeup era. I said, well, Santa Claus doesn't go to Sephora. He owns a toy shop. So you're going to have to like think of some things to ask for Santa. So then she came up with like, she wanted a jump rope and she wanted the beading bracelet kit that's made with the rubber band. So because she ran out of her whole kit of the rubber band bracelet making loom. So I was like, yeah, these are the things you put. You don't put that you want, sunscreen and toner to to Santa. You don't put down eyeshadow palette, okay? Um, so yeah, this is the age I'm at with her, and so I fear that this may be the last year that she believes, and that breaks my heart a little bit. But nevertheless, I soaked it all in with visiting Santa because she waited online. She was so nervous, and she had her little list that we, wrote out, and she talked to him, and he was very receptive. There's always good Santas, at least in my experience around here, that keep the magic alive. That's their whole job, right? That's their whole job. So story 8 is the Grinch Day, and it's a simple one. She was there, had the Grinch Day last year too. So thankfully we had the same like t-shirt, and the fuzzy hands were from Hobby Lobby. If you haven't been to Hobby Lobby, always buy them when you first see them, which is probably in August, when you see the Grinch hands, because they're always sold out. But thankfully I have saved ours from last year, and there's actually also a hat, like a skull cap to wear, but she didn't want to wear the hat this year, so she just went in her cutesy self for Grinch Day. And then on the Friday night of that week, we decorated her gingerbread house. And I got a pre-made, pre-built, not pre-built, like put together house from Aldi this year. And it actually came out really well. And it did come with the sprinkles and the gumdrops and the icing and all the things. And we didn't have to actually have it stand up with our own efforts. I did buy a pre-built one from Target last year. And I actually think the one from Aldi was better, if I recall completely. Just because of the amount of decorations that already came in the Aldi one was way more variety than the Target one. And I think it was only like $12.99. So next time, if you ever see it at Aldi, pick it up. So I made that flap and then matted the photo and put a little tab on the top. And for these journal cards, I'm just waiting for sticker paper because I like to fill a whole sheet of sticker paper stories. So I'll measure each box that I need and make a text box into a Word document. And that's how I usually get my journaling done when I need it on clear sticker paper. So story 10 is about the cookie baking. And so I'll probably go back to the cookie baking. But anyway, so this one I felt like, oh my God, yeah, I forgot the 6x8 Santa that I freaking loved in this collection. So I'm cutting him out from the 6x8, and I found a piece of acetate. This is from Allie Edwards, an older kit. It's just been in my stash, and it has like these white doodly foliage branches that actually works quite nicely. It's just white, and so the Santa looked good on it. So I'm fussy cutting out the Santa, and we're just gonna do like a little cover page, title page, a little rest page with Santa on it. Because he was just too cute not to use. And I thought about making the page of the 6x8 like a flap two afterwards, but in the beginning when I was planning this and talking you through my process, I forgot about it, to be honest. And then when I was flipping through my desk and probably clearing off something, I found the Santa and I was like, oh shoot, like I wanted to use this Santa for the visit Santa telling, the story day. how can I incorporate this now that I've done already the flip and the sequence pocket and the full page photo, like, whoops. So this was the way to rectify it, just a piece of acetate, like a resting place in between it. And I will staple him on there. And I'm okay because the backside is like just a hunter green. And I thought, oh, what am I going to put on the backside? Right now it is left blank as it is, which is okay. And if I need anything like a title or something decorative on the back page, I will do so at a later time. So here also is the story 10. And since most of it was already done, I was just like, maybe I should just start doing story 11. So it's just going to have a slice on the top, but I will have more instruction on how I handled story 11 and 12 in the next video. Okay, that will wrap up stories 7, 8, 9, 10. So you saw me put together most of this. If anything I missed, so I did add stickles, I believe, to the Santa. If you can see the sparkly bits, there's some red and like silver dusty stickles for the beard. We added a foam thicker and then the wood veneer number 7 from Color Cast Designs. This is just a filler page, a little moment to transition, visiting Santa. We did make the pocket page with the sequins, and I did use the rest of it from that pack. Little tab, and then our journaling and everything is along the whole length of this inside flip out. And it was just a fun like couple hours at the mall, letting her shop in Sephora. I tell you, she's growing up. Okay, story 8 in the back, Grinch Day. Added some stickers and the number 8 from an old Simple Stories, a foam thicker title on there. And then the journaling is on clear sticker paper here and here, as well as that one. That was what I was waiting for because I did it on a card here, and then this is just copy paper. So Grinch Day stickers are on top of the page protector. I always love when she dresses for Grinch Day. It was really cute. Story 9, the completion of the gingerbread house. We have a 4x6 flip up here. I did add a tab, and this journaling card is an old Allie Edwards. And then here's story 10, a 2-page layout. I did a photo cluster because there was just too many. But, you know, baking time, always tons of photos taken. And I did a cluster with a little embellishment and then number 10 from that extra number pack that I bought. Sticker paper on the journaling on a 3x4 card, and then what the cookies looked like when she was all complete. So that wraps it up for this video, right? So we got 7, 8, 9, 10. We are doing really good. I know my videos are a little behind on posting, but nevertheless, they're getting posted. So thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It always helps my channel grow. And until next time, everyone, bye.